tell you right now, NDSU fans are going to show up if they play Ashland, if they play Silo Tech, if they play Little Sisters of the Poor. They're going to have a crowd in Fargo next week, whether it's a Sioux or not.
3rd and 12 now. 35-7, Bison leading. It's just a matter of time now. Beachy will keep it and possibly break it, but he's forced out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. So the Bison continue moving downfield with reserve quarterback Arden Beachy. Well, nothing is certain until 3 o'clock tomorrow. The Sioux may get in, they may not. We'll find out then.
Well, you'd be doing an injustice to them, I think. Who's to say it's going to be closer in Fargo? And to recruit on the heels of 2 blowouts, I don't see it.
But why should they take last year's game into consideration? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I mean, this is a blowout. This is 30. This is 28 points, and for them to put UND in the playoffs just because they're 7-3, you got to look at how a team is playing the last month of the season. UND, the last game of the season, is going to score 1 touchdown. And they are 2-2 at the last month of the season. You're supposed to be playing your best football at the end of the year. And to put them in the playoffs just because there's going to be a good gate next week would be certainly for all the wrong reasons.
Well, Northern Colorado did give the Bison a better game than the Sioux, but let's say this: should any credit be given to playing the #1 team in the nation?
Well, that's true, but let's look at the league. The North Central Conference lost games to NIC people like Southwest State, Minnesota Duluth, Kearney State. Maybe only 1 team out of the North Central Conference should be in the playoffs.
We'll find out tomorrow afternoon. The Bison are in for sure. There's some bobbling football, and the juggling act goes out of bounds. Kurt Gunning. Northern Colorado and UND will be awaiting the word. Ball at the 25 now with 2:15 to go.
Let's go, Bull! Hey, Bull!
Tomorrow night on WDAZ at 10:30, it's the Roger Thomas Show. Rocky Hager Show coming up Friday night at 11 on WDAY in Fargo-Moorhead. Cahill in motion, Beachy under center, 3rd and 9 at the 25. And Beachy gets the pitch off to Dave Bowden. Out of bounds, the Bison kicker getting some action here now in the backfield. We'll have UCLA at Washington joined in progress for those of you watching WDAZ and WDAY. Ball at the 14-yard line now with 2:09 on the clock. The Bison in a 35-7 lead. Satter and Simdorn with 2 TDs apiece today. And they're going to watch the rest of this one from the sidelines. Cahill goes in motion. A handoff to Gunning. Fights his way up inside the 10. Bison trying to tack on a few more for emphasis as they get ready to head home for the playoffs.
Well, this is the 2nd team offensive line and 2nd team running backs and quarterbacks for the Bison. Let's go down to Dana Mock. He's with Bob Ensign. Dana, what about this West Region playoff situation?
That's the question I'll put to him, Ed. Northern Colorado winning big at home against South Dakota 38-7, that game at halftime. This game's a blowout. I mean, when it comes down to picking UND or Northern Colorado, if another team goes, is it going to be Northern Colorado based on that performance, or how would that work?
Dana, I don't think we can just look at this game for UND. I mean, they've played some dang tough teams. They lost a couple seconds in the 2 losses they had, and Northern Colorado has had an easy schedule last half of the year. So I guess we'd have to talk to the people that have been at that game and see how they've been playing. And right now I see 3 strong teams. I see us, SLO, and Northridge. Now the 4th team, if there are 4 teams for this region, that'd be up in there right now. UND obviously has had a great season. They should have a consideration also.
Do you think people would look at the fact that coming into this game they were 11 seconds away from being undefeated at this point, and maybe the pollsters would look and say, as Raul Sanchez scores a touchdown, would say maybe it's just a bad day for the Sioux?
Well, I think they will look at that, but also they have to realize that UND is playing the #1 team in the nation right now, and so they might be a dang good team when you look at the top 16 teams.
Thanks, Bob.
Thanks.
Raul Sanchez with a 41-7 lead now.
Well, I don't agree with Dr. Ensign on that at all, and I'll develop my point when we come back.
T.R. McDonald in to try the extra point. We've got 44 seconds left. And 42-7 is the count. (42-7) Bison leading. We'll have the conclusion of the game after this.